Okay. Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
So we are back in our science class. Okay. So today, as you know that we are already doing electricity lesson. So today we are going to take a topic, conductors and insulators. Okay. But let's see who remembers what we did in yesterday's lesson. Okay. So Aparna, can you tell me what is a circuit? I think she's not there. Okay. Rabia, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rabia, can you tell me what is an electric circuit? Yesterday we have learned this, right? So what is an electric circuit? Do you remember?
No, ma'am. Sorry, I don't remember, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. So who knows? Bubbly, do you know?
Yes, ma'am. It's a path through which electric current flows.
Yes, it's a path which current flows. So Rabia, can you see this picture? Can you see
Yes,
this picture, Rabia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what this picture, you can see two images, right? One is open
Yes, ma'am.
circuit and one is closed circuit. Okay. And where the bulb is glowing? In which picture? Is it in closed or is it in open circuit?
In the closed circuit, ma'am.
Closed circuit, right? So this is a battery. Okay. And the battery is giving energy to the bulb. And from battery to bulb, these wires are arranged. These wires are connected. And this is a switch. So it is a closed. You can see it is a fully closed path, fully closed. And this is open. This switch is this switch is braked or it's off like that. Okay. So this is little gap is there. So in this closed circuit, the bulb is glowing. Why? Because the battery is giving energy to the bulb and the wires are connected, and this one presentation, what is this? What do we call? This whole arrangement is called circuit. This is an electric circuit, this whole arrangement. Okay. So
Okay, thank you.
yeah. So a battery gives energy to the bulb and the wires are attached to the switch, to the battery, to the bulb, and through that energy bulb is glowing. So this is an electric circuit, and is in this image the picture this bulb is not glowing because here gap is there. Can you see this gap? This switch is off. So the energy is not going to the bulb. So that's why in open circuit, the bulb is not glowing, and in closed circuit, so to pass the electricity, the path, the circuit should be closed. It should be closed. Okay, children? So, okay. But children, do all materials allow electricity to flow through them? Do all materials?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, good, Savita. All materials does not allow electricity to flow through them, right? So what kind of materials allow electricity and what kind of materials do not allow electricity to flow through them? We will learn today that thing, okay? So the materials which allows electric current to pass through it are called conductors. And the materials which does not allow electric current to pass through it, that is called insulator. Okay, 1 minute. I will show you one example. Can you see this? Have you seen these type of wires? Can you see this metal wire?
Yes, ma'am.
And this also? Have you seen this at your home? In any electrical appliance, TV or refrigerator? So which kind of wire have you have seen? Which kind? This one or this one?
The other one, ma'am. Blue color.
Blue. Yeah, this one. Green color. Yes. This one. Why? You know? But, okay. do we need this wire? Do we need this wire to pass the electricity?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we need this wire to pass the electricity. And this wire is made of metal. This is copper. This is made up of copper. This is made up of metal. So this is called conductor. Okay, the conductor is the material which allows electric current to pass through it. So this is conductor. But children, you must have seen this wire at home. Actually, this wire is there, but this is covered by this covering. This covering. Why? Why? Who will tell me? Aparna, can you tell me why
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
covering this wire? This
If we will
wire.
not cover it, then we will get electric shock.
Yes, good, Aparna. If we will not cover it, we will get electric shock. And why we will get electric shock? Because this is a material. This is a metal. This easily passes electricity. So if we will touch with our bare hands, we will get electric shock, right? That's
Yes,
why
ma'am.
we, in our appliances, this wire is being used. And this is a covering. And this covering is made of plastic or rubber. Okay. So this is called, this metal thing is called conductor. And this is called insulator because this will prevent us from electric shock. So this will not allow the electricity to pass. So we will not get shock. So this is called insulator. Okay, got it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So some examples of conductor are copper, aluminum, steel, or any metal, even silver also. Silver also passes electricity, but silver is very expensive. And even steel and aluminum also little expensive, little more expensive than copper. So usually we use this copper metal only in the wires. Okay. And so insulator. Okay. So as I already told you that this is an insulator, this covering. So this is a rubber. So rubber, plastic, even glass also is being used in poles. Even this cloth or wood. Wood is also being used in poles. Even you must have seen that your mummy, when mama is baking some dish or mama is making some dish in a microwave, mama is using, when she wants to take out that dish, she is using this glove, right? Is she using this cloth glove?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Because if she will touch that, if she will take out that dish was very hot, right? And if she will touch with that bare hands, she can get burned hands. She can get her hands burnt. Even electric also inside the microwave, if the microwave is not off, so electricity is passing in the microwave. So we should use, every time we should use this cloth glove, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, children. So let's do one activity to know about more about insulators and conductors. Okay. 1 minute. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is a bulb, this is a switch, and this is a battery. Okay. Let's check. This is an iron nail. Okay. So let's check. Is the bulb glowing?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see? Okay. So what is this? Is this an insulator or a conductor?
Conductor, ma'am.
Conductor. Good. Okay. Now I am taking this plastic spoon. Okay. Is the bulb glowing?
No, ma'am.
No. Why?
Because it's not a conductor.
It's not a conductor. It's an insulator. And
Insulator.
insulator does not carry electricity. Okay. Now I'm taking this wire, okay? Metal wire, which we use at our home. Okay. Is the bulb glowing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this wire is a conductor. And now I'm using this glass. Okay. Is the bulb glowing?
No.
Okay. Why?
Glass is a insulator, ma'am.
Glass is an insulator. Okay. So this activity you can do at home, but with your mummy papa. Okay. Okay. So children, okay. Now Bubbly, can you tell me what type of materials are good electrical conductors? Aluminium, rubber or wood?
Aluminium.
Yes, aluminium. Why? Why aluminium is a good conductor?
Because it will allow the electricity to pass through it.
Yes.
Rabia, I was
Yes, ma'am.
asking Bubbly, okay? So you have to wait for your turn, Rabia.
Okay, ma'am, sorry.
No, it's okay, no problem. Okay. Okay, now Rabia, your turn. Okay, what type of materials are good insulators? Glass, is glass a good insulator?
Yes, ma'am.
Plastic,
Yes.
and this pencil lead?
Pencil lead, I'm not sure. I don't think so, no.
Ma'am,
Yes, who is that?
lead is also a metal, right?
Yes, very good, Aparna. Which metal? Do you know the name?
Mm,
Lead is made up of what? Who knows? Sabita ma'am, do you know?
Yes, ma'am. Stone called graphite.
Yes, graphite. Yes, graphite. And this is the only non-metal which conducts electricity. Graphite is the non-metal which passes electricity, because graphite has carbon. Graphite, inside graphite has carbon, and with that carbon it passes electricity. Okay, very good, Sabita ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, children, have you heard about lightning conductors? Do you know? Have you heard
Yes.
about lightning conductors?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, can you tell me? Who will tell me? What is lightning conductor?
Actually, ma'am, on every building there is one rod. When the lightning falls on it, it take like transfer that lightning this thing to the ground.
Yes,
So
very
it will not affect the building.
Yes, very good, Aparna. Very good. You know, very good, Aparna. Lightning conductor, actually one rod made up of metal, mostly of copper only, mostly actually of copper, and it is fixed on the top roof of the building, on the top of the building like that, like spike. Okay. And it is fixed, and when the during rainy season, when dark clouds, when the clouds come near to this rod, the clouds, from that clouds, some positive ions, electrons, actually we will study this, you will study this in next grade, like 7th grade you will study. So that's why I'm not telling you now, but I can tell a little only, that from that clouds some positive ions come, and in this negative ions, and then they attract, and then lightning also from the clouds, so then they attract and electric current passes. And to prevent the building from the lightning, from the electric shock, this light rod is being placed like this, and in the ground, it's buried inside the ground, very deep in the ground. Okay, so the shock, when the lightning strikes this rod, the electricity will pass, but will pass very fast, and it will go inside the ground. Okay, then the we can prevent the building from the lightning. And here This is Burj Khalifa in Dubai. You can see this arrow, a very long rod is there, lightning rod. Okay, and even many times Burj Khalifa has been struck with the lightning, but because of this rod, this lightning conductor, this rod, it is safe. Okay. Okay. So this is your home assignment, children. 2 questions are there. Why is it dangerous to touch electrical appliances with wet hands? And number 2, can anyone read for me? Rabia, can you read number 2 question?
Yes, ma'am. The handles of tools like screwdrivers and pliers used by electricians for repair work usually have plastic or rubber covers on them. Can you explain why?
Okay, so you must have seen that when electrician comes to your house, he's wearing gloves, right? With plastic or rubber gloves. So you have to find the reason and you have to write the answer in the notebook. Okay, and this homework you have to submit it tomorrow. And there is a project for you. You have to construct a model of a house with the lightning conductor fit in it. Okay, this you have to submit by next week. Okay, and tomorrow we will learn about the electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity means like a material. You know that with this wire, when we connect 2 wires, the electricity passes. So that material contains how much current. So that is the measurement, of that amount of electrical current a material carries. That is called electrical conductivity. Tomorrow we will learn more about this. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what have we learned today?
We have learnt about conductors and insulators.
Insulators.
Okay. Babli, can you tell me any 2 conductors at your home? Two conductors, any 2 or any 1. It's okay. Any 1 conductor at your home. Anything. It's everywhere.
This screwdriver will be the conductor.
Okay, will screwdriver be the conductor? Do you children, do you agree with Babli?
Yes, ma'am. The front part is the conductor, but the back side is
Back
not.
side, it is
It's an insulator.
Very good. Good, Babli. So screwdriver, the front part, the top part is conductor, right? And Aparna, can you tell me any 1 insulator?
Insulator is rubber, ma'am. Even my mama told me that when you are touching the electrical switches, you have to wear the rubber slippers, so you will not get shocked.
Very good. Good, Aparna. Good. So children, you have to take care of yourselves. You should be safe. Every time you should be safe, because at home you should not touch any appliance with your wet hands. Okay, because why should why I'm saying this, that you should not touch with wet hands? Sabita ma'am, can you tell me, is our human body a conductor or an insulator?
It is a conductor, ma'am.
Yes.
We could feel current shock.
Yes, we can feel current shock. That's why every time we should wear gloves, or we should not touch the appliances with wet hands. Okay.
Even, ma'am, water is also a conductor.
Yes. Water
It's a
is
good
also
conductor.
conductor, Aparna. Water is a conductor, because if like sometimes that's why I'm saying why, because if the water is in our hands, right, and we will touch any electrical appliance, we can get shock immediately, because that water is there. So water is also a conductor.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children. So we'll see you tomorrow in our next class. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bye, children. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.